Alright, YouTube, it is almost 4 o'clock, March 8th, 2024. I'd forgotten what number of Camry this is. 23, 24, I don't know. We got the green V6 5-speed, we got the black V6 5-speed, and then we got the Ute. And then on the other side of the house we got the white Ram. But anyways, say hello to my 1995 Toyota Camry LE V6 Wagon with a slick top, no moonroof, and cloth interior, just the way I like it. I hate moonroofs. If I found one with a luggage rack, so be it, but I prefer slick top. And picked it out of Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Found it off of Marketplace, of course. I forgot, got my jack under there, but looks like she had a minor fender bender, rear-ended somebody. Damage isn't too bad. It's latched, but gotta do some work on the front. And got 222,000 miles on it. And just had to charge up the battery, so I charged it for like a good 3 or 4 hours. That man didn't even stop. Anyways, when I hooked the battery charger up, it said that the battery was a sulfate issue. So I gave it a boost. Then it quit saying it was sulfate, and then I was able to give it a regular slow charge or whatever. But it's been in New Mexico its entire life. And now it's going to be residing in Indiana. And I'm either going to be killing off the black V6 5-speed or the green V6 5-speed. And we're going to make this a V6 5-speed wagon. Already got the motor. We just got to change that gear shifter right there to a handshaker. So without further ado, give you a little quick tour inside. Tan interior. This car lived in Mexico, or New Mexico, its entire life. So the sun has not been very kind to it. Same for if you look under the dash, just totally shot. So I'll probably have to get a dash replacement eventually. Heck, if I could, I'd put a 4th gen dash in there if I could. Steering wheel has definitely seen better days. Got grease on it and skin on it. It's missing the visor. The visor's in the trunk. It's got blue headrests instead of the tan ones. There's the back seat. I got to replace some door bezel on the center console so that we don't see the bare door handle. As you can see, the car was 6M1 emerald green pearl. Now it's painted white. So there's that for you. Seats do fold like they should. Pretty nice and clean. Very interesting here. Oh, I found a quarter. Okay, so I got it for $999.75 then. Anyways, there's a button right here you press. Folds down like a glove. Same for here. Press it. And then she folds. You could like put an air mattress in here really if you really wanted to. And then it's got the rear facing seats that everybody always talks about. It's got the double rear wipers, which is pretty cool. I guess it has an electronic lock in there to lock it or unlock it. The key cylinder doesn't work all that well, but I was able to get it to lock and unlock after it had more juice. Looks like all the plastics here for the tire cover. There's some fans, impact bar, just parts, and then I just had the jacks and the jack stands. When I got this car, the power steering was completely bone dry, so I jacked the front end up in the air, filled it up all the way, and just started going lock to lock and trying to breathe it or purge it, you know. So we should have power steering now. Got a little child protector lock right there, and I guess for the 3rd gen Camry wagon, you also have a little handle to let yourself out, hence the child protector lock. So never saw that sticker, and it's nothing. But yeah, otherwise, not too shabby of a car. Poor thing looks a little rough there. Doesn't like to stretch that much. Shocks are good, but the hood struts are bad. Somebody Jimmy rigged a Phillips or a flathead in there. Okay. It's about the only rust I see right here. And I assume this car was in an accident. I haven't done a history report on it yet. But the way I think it's been an accident is because there is no VIN tag here on the pillar, on the door jamb. There's usually the VIN sticker on every door, and then at least for the rear pillar or door jamb. And this side doesn't have it, but the other side did, if you saw that. So, like I said, New Mexico heat. Let me clean the camera for you real quick. Much better. Anyways, the New Mexico sun and the heat was just not nice to the interior of the car. So you may not have salt and oxidation and snow and ice to rust the vehicle out, but you got extreme heat. So there's that side. There's a minor dash or ding there on the passenger front door and a little bit on the fender as well. It's nothing major, but it is there. But you know, you can't really expect much with a with an old car. This car was born in 1995, so it's a year older than me. I was born in 96. And currently, passenger door cable's disconnected, so you can't open it up from the outside. You gotta let somebody open it up from the passenger side inside. Greasy, oily fender. And I will pop the hood for you guys. Oh yeah, and whoever had it before me decided to get rid of the driver wiper, and they moved it a little bit, so now it's just like a Mercedes with a single wiper. Kind of crazy. I'll probably put the other wiper back on like normal. Alright. I need to replace the hood struts on these because these are weak. But here she is, 222,000 miles. Not too dirty. I have a 1MZFE. So, I don't know if this is normal. This radiator core support seems to be dipped pretty low on both sides. I figured it'd be higher. Another thing I found too is a wire here. I'm guessing that's for the fan. Got some pretty bare wires showing, so we don't want to have that. So I'm gonna have to clean that up and redo that or whatever else. We do not want those bare wires showing. Like I said, it's believed to be in a front end collision. Rear-ended somebody, I think. This is bent, and this is a little bent in, so that sucks. It's not. It should be straight, and it's caved in, so that's really too bad. That looks like it's been replaced. So there's bolts about hanging out. Yep. Better take that off before it comes off. Guess that's the turn signal setup. So she'll need some work. Yeah, see right there? Headlight's broken. I've already got some replacements. So I'm going to do a pre-facelift fix on this. I never cared for the 95, 96 headlights. Always liked the 92 to 94 headlights. They looked more aggressive, more mean. Take that one out as well. A little air filter box. And, but yeah, she's nothing special. But we got goals for it. Here's the catalyst sticker. R134 sticker. And then the vacuum routing. And air cleaner service. So I checked the oil level. She was good and full. She does need a washer fluid cap. We're gonna have to change that coolant back to pink. We don't want to run green in it. But pretty clean intake, and the back of the valve cover is actually pretty clean. So I'm pretty impressed. For 220,000 miles, this thing is actually pretty doggone nice. Here's a crazy one for you though. this loom of wires was rubbing up against here. So you can't see the date, but you can see that this time belt was last changed, I believe it was 56,000 miles. But I really can't tell the date. So I don't know if it was 09 or what. I'd have to look at the service records. It's got new CV axles, supposedly new tie rod ends, new mounts, maybe a new dog bone mount. I'm not sure what else. I can't remember, but yeah. So without further ado, we'll take her for a quick spin before we park it. I gotta get a new cup holder or change coin because that's broke. Alright. Just got a simple tape deck. Air conditioning. I like this style. I don't like the XLE 3rd gen with the push buttons. I like good old manual controls, although I think that's electric. That's electric. This is the only thing that's got an actual cable. 4-ways work. Good old manual recirculate. I like that. Here's a glove box. Well, we accidentally ended that video, so we're back again. Anyways, here's the tire sticker. It talks about what your tires should be at. And got a bluish gray door handle instead of a tan door handle. Old mirror. I want to get this thing off. This thing was glued on there pretty hard. Got to take a razor to this. This is not the original windshield. It's a PPG windshield. So this windshield was replaced at some point. I hate that sticky, gooey crap, but I don't want that in the way. There's no tire label stickers here on the door jamb. That's why it's in the glove box. And there's the VIN for you. Alright. 225, 500. About out of gas. So let's go and give her a start up once. Clock does work. Like a charm. Steering's a lot better. Maybe I could have drove this up from New Mexico. I don't know what the date on the tire is though, so probably would have had to replace the tires. We got more parts, door bezels like I was saying, some serious bolts. Not quite sure what these bolts would be for. Like, I don't think they're big enough. I think they're too big for ball joints. But another door bezel. Like I said, it was an LE Camry door pin stuff. The door handle right there, the white one. Got a copper crush washer for brake caliper, and then we got a seatbelt cover, I think. Here's the part number. Come on, zoom back. So yeah. Throw this back in there. I actually have a gray squishy for a 3rd gen. It's long, so now I realize that the long ones are for the 3rd gens. But as soon as we're going to change this to a V6 5-speed, we're going to get rid of the center console. We're going to put the e-brake. We're going to put a 4th gen center console in here, so I have access for the e-brake handle. I don't like the 3rd gen being in the middle. I like the 4th gen being closer to the driver. Plus, nobody likes these crappy cup holders, so 4th gen center console swap, so that way you have your cup holders. And I'm pretty surprised to find out that I don't know if they did it in 94 or 95, but I know in the earlier 92, 93 they had a really big, fat, ugly shifter. And this morning when I was taking pictures, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the same exact shifter as a 4th gen, same shape and everything, you know. So it is pretty much a 4th gen shifter. So I guess 4th gens copied off of the 3rd gen a little bit. I figured that this was only a 4th gen shifter, but I didn't realize that 3rd gens toward the end of the 3rd generation used this shifter, which the 4th gen took afterwards. They started using that, so I like it. speakers work. Do 92.3. Yep, no good on the radio because the antenna is broken on this car. I don't really use the radio anyways. I do Bluetooth, so, or I just, you know, listen to music on my phone with my headset or earbuds. But horn works. I guess I don't have any turn signals up in the front. So we got park. Yeah, reverse wants to light up. I gotta push the shifter forward. There's me pushing it up against the wall. If I let go, the light goes out. There's neutral. Drive light's burnt out. Second's good. Low's good. And overdrive is good. So there's that. Never cared for the floor parking brake. We'll see if it works. Yeah. So now we'll release it. Now we're moving. Oh man, this thing needs some stress in the rear. I feel like I'm on hydraulics. Put it on defrost, low, let it in, get that mirror adjusted. We'll take it for a quick spin. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about this Mercedes style single wiper. I just don't know. It just seems way too weird for me. It appears we have all 5 speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have all 4 speeds. So I reset it, it sure does. Alright. So this is my 3rd generation. This is. Don't want to drive over that jack. Oh, goodness. Thought the car was going to eat the jack for a second. So as I was saying, this is my third gen that I've had, and I've officially had every design of the 3rd gen, from a 3rd gen coupe 4-cylinder 5-speed to the 93 3rd gen SE V6 5-speed, and now I've got me a 95 V6 automatic wagon. So I've had a coupe, I've had a sedan, and I've had a wagon. If you guys know me, you know I'm much more favorable for the 4th gen Camry, but a 3rd gen wagon is a lot cheaper to buy than a 4th gen wagon currently. Camry Garcia easily starts out at like $7,000 and could go up to $14,000, and they're imported. So it's 2024, so I'm guessing 98, 99 have finally been able to be imported to the US, but we still got 2000, 2001, and 2002 in overseas that can't wait until you gotta wait until they're 25 years or older to be imported. So yeah, I don't think I like it, because, you know, then you got that little portion there that's not being wiped. The rear defrost works in the rear window. Check engine light, and then the rear lamp failure at the very bottom. So nothing to be worried about. She's moving. Temperature's looking good. We're doing just fine. Literally just get her down the road and back. Yet doesn't seem to be very hot heat, and taking a minute to defog the windshield. Besides, the windshield probably needs cleaned up anyways. like they told me. Transmission shifts pretty good so far. I haven't even tested the rear wipers to see if they work. I'll do that when I get back. Oh yeah, I forgot about that economy power mode there. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere on the dash. So, alrighty then. Either way, I got the power selected because it's pushed in. We're gonna give it a punch here. So much better now that we have power steering, because before it was really hard. So at least we got that. Steering wheel was a little cockeyed, but whatever. This is a good car, despite whatever it needs. It comes with the territory, comes with the age, comes with mileage. But paid $1,000 for the car. Guy was asking $1,200, and he was willing to let it go for $1,000. And then I had to pay just under $1,020. I paid $1,019 to have this thing shipped from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, up to Indiana. It's that loud asshole again. just like that. Heat is actually pretty decent. Windshield has defrosted or defogged fairly decent. So I think that ends it for the most part. Well, okay, no mist or anything. Now the rear is wash. We got the rear is wash, off, intermittent, or on. So we'll see if we got wash. I only got one wiper going, so that's not cool. Okay, so that's for the front. And then intermittent. And then, yeah. Interesting. We got that off. So we got our driver's side window going down. Yeah, I got auto down for the driver. Passenger goes down. A little struggling. She got up there. Okay. Not bad. All four windows work. I think the passenger's the only one that struggles the most. But check the right mirror. It wants to move. So there it's moving. Up, down, left and right. The driver's side mirror is black, so it's either not hooked up or it doesn't work. We got it switched, and still does not want to move. Don't hear any noise coming from it either. So, but that concludes this video. Thank you very much for watching it, and we'll see you in the next one.